No, I don't want to watch more Dubai shit. Elon Musk loop is a bizarrely stupid idea. Oh, let's go.
So Elon Musk and his Boring Company are doing God's work. Their invention, the innovative loop, is going to define cities and city planning for decades, perhaps centuries to come. I mean, moving people fast in tunnels from point A to point B, it's an unheard of concept. No one has thought about this before, obviously. But unfortunately, Elon Musk seems to have run into some difficulties with the loop's construction, which resulted in two major scale downs of the concept. At first, it was imagined as a 200 miles per hour guide wheel system where cars go on sleds, also these pods, which have their own wheels. And then this was scaled down, I guess, to the guidance system, to this guide wheel solution, which unfortunately for some reason also didn't work out. Honestly, I have no idea why. Perhaps this guide wheel system is presently too advanced for human civilization to accomplish. And so we are at the paved tunnel concept presented to...
Wow. So just a tunnel. That seems fucking sick, dude. But it's got cool lights on it and Elon Musk's name attached to it. So it must be revolutionary. Remember, 90% of the shit that Silicon Valley dildos put forward is just rebranded shit that we already had. Just slap a sticker on it, destroy labor laws and regulation, and then say it's disruptive. Motherfuckers like, dude, I built a tunnel. Okay? I built a tunnel. What? That's crazy. You don't fucking say, dude.
To us in a flashy, Boring Company video. And here I have to stop and say, Elon, wait. I have figured something out. Here, that's right. I'm gonna fix
You want to hear Murat's take on this? Shut the fuck up, bro. I want to hear Murat. I shouldn't say anything. Murat would love a job at SpaceX. If anyone works at SpaceX, you know, hit up Murat. It would be great to have him work at SpaceX. And he loves Elon Musk and certainly doesn't think that his kind is exactly what's wrong with innovation and everything that's like wrong with tech. The broy, and when I say his kind, I don't mean like South Africans, okay? I'm not saying like anything xenophobic. I mean like the tech bro, Silicon Valley VC guy that then turns around and claims it to be like this profound, brilliant engineer, when in fact they're just like paying other people to do the tech, and everything is about marketing. Ace the Base is back. Let's go.
Pepe La.
I like how you focus on the negatives of Dubai as if every country doesn't have the same problems. How about we look at Turkey, KEGW? Half of the shit that happens in Dubai is by private companies, not the government, you motherfucking Turkish dog. Oh my god, this dude is just straight Dubai, bro. He's just mad. Dubai shit. Keep going.
It's your loop, buddy. I have a big brain just like you, so let's unify our brain capacities to work something out here, okay? Alright, so I think you need to go back to the guide wheel system, because the paving, paving a tunnel and then running regular cars in it at high speeds brings with it the problem of high tire wear, which will significantly drive up maintenance costs, and it will be generally an inconvenience, which we don't want. So instead, let's stick with the guideways, I would say. I can see that the sleds and the pods have their own wheels and they're kind of like guided on one rail, but I have a better idea. How about we have a double innovative reinforced steel?
I was just thinking the same thing. How about we take those? You know how they have like a box? Okay, I got like a really crazy idea. Are you ready for this? We build the tunnels, right? You know how there's like a tunnel, you could just like fucking have those like carrier ones that's exactly the same. You take a couple of those and then you strap them all behind one another, okay? You put like, a 6-person cabin, another 6-person cabin, another 6-person cabin. And then you make those go for 200, if not even faster than that, 200 miles an hour.
Better idea. How about we have a double innovative reinforced steel and concrete high-tech guideway to guide the pods, and instead of having rubber wheels on them, we can put steel wheels on them so they can actually glide on these high-tech dual steel guideways. Steel is much more durable and will be able to achieve much smoother rides at much lower maintenance costs. And so now let's talk about the layout of the whole system. Elon, you have proposed a lot of small elevators all over the city, but I would say within the cities there are
absolutely zero people have thought about this disruptive, innovative technology, so obviously it's too far. We would never be able to have that. Don't tell me that there is like these fictional countries like, what is it called? Japan? That rely heavily on the metro? What? I don't know what that is. I just like, it's not a real country. I live in America. What is that? Like a district of Oklahoma or something? You're just, I don't get it. Is there like a movie about it or something? Maybe then I would know.
Hey, what do you think about the Canadian
what you're
spy that
talking
got
about,
caught in China and sent to 11 years?
Japan?
distinct areas where a lot of people want to go. So I say let's try and concentrate the exits in these areas.
Let's dig up our cities. It will never work. What? First of all, it doesn't have to just be a subway. I don't know if you're joking about that, by the way. The funny thing about these I feel like it's called a train. I want to call it a train. I don't know what it is, but it's just coming to me now, the word disruptive. Funny thing about those things is like they can go above the ground as well. Fucking crazy, I know. I saw it in a movie one time about this fictional country called Japan.
Now the car elevators are a very nice idea, however, those are multiple points of failure on your system, meaning more chance for mistakes, breakdowns, etc. So what if we didn't actually bring the vehicle to the surface, but we take the people down on these AI-controlled, automated, self-moving hyperstairs, I call them. Alright, so now people are being whisked down to high-tech passenger pods in these cluster stations on the hyperstairs. So this is already very good and very high-tech. However, there's one last thing that I don't like. It's that every single pod has its own engine and all the machinery associated with it. So why don't we connect the pods into one hyperpod that has one or two big engines, which is a much better economy of scale. Also, I would advise building the first loop systems in very congested, sort of very high demand areas. This would be the easiest solution, to take an area where a lot of people want to go from one definite area to another definite area. Meaning that our long hyperpods could go back and forth
I feel like this just wouldn't work.
The whole day, just in one pair of tunnels.
Also, I literally ruined the video by taking the exact same joke that he just made, but doing it by pausing the video. I feel kind of bad now. This is the first time I feel bad that I like paused and then made a joke. Because I guess the rest of this entire fucking video was the same joke.
Instead of having like 10, 12, 30. And on this congested, high demand fixed route, they could thus transport a shit ton of people. And for added comfort and for more futuristic interior design, we could have the pods making up the hyperpod connect into each other physically so that you can walk from one end into the other like a big pipe. And since this is a fixed route, instead of batteries, we could have a third rail where the whole machinery could draw power from. I came up with this all by myself, inspired by Elon's genius. I call it the Epic 420 Thanos Keanu Reeves Ultra line. Now you might be asking, hang on a second,
This guy's awesome, dude.
where are the private cars in this system? I mean, we have the pods, but where do our Teslas and other electric cars fit in? And I am very glad you asked. In major cities, in very congested areas, space is at a premium. We simply cannot afford to bring everyone's cars in, so why not leave the car on the outskirts in a big, convenient mega parking lot right next to the station. From the parking lot, you could be transported down to the station in immense comfort on the aforementioned AI-controlled auto stairs. And if your destination is not near a loop station, the aforementioned stairs could take you up to the surface, where you could transition in extreme comfort to a surface pod. These surface pods have rubber wheels, 4 of them, or even more perhaps, and are designed to transport you to destinations which are a bit more farther away from tunnels. Hell, we could even put these dual reinforced steel hyper guideways on the streets, maybe sink them even in the asphalt so they're passable, and hook multiple pods together and so that they can travel on the streets in dedicated lanes. That way we achieve a smooth and fast ride and we don't even have to tunnel. And here's the best part. Once the system grows dense enough, you don't even need a personal car anymore. And isn't that just awesome? No more sitting in traffic jams, no more driving around looking for parking lots. The system will just take you from point A to point B without having to drag 2 tons of metal and plastic with you.
This guy's crazy. I personally love the freedom of being able to drive on shit roads with my fucking vehicle that destroys the environment when I roll coal. That way, how else will people know how fucking tiny my pee-pee is, okay? I need people to know how tiny my pee-pee is. I have a King Rancher, brother. Seems like a lot to be thankful for today. Thankful for the top of the hour ad break. Thankful for the, subscriptions that you can use to avoid the ad break, like a $5 a month subscription or a Twitch Prime, which is free. Thankful for the ad blocker or the VPN. You can also use, but Twitch Prime is free, so that's one way to do it. Here's a 1-minute ad break now. And better yet, I'm thankful for the car lobby. Okay? Thankful for the automotive industry for coming in and making sure that at the peak of, railways that were connecting the entire country, our wonderful factory owners and capital owners decided that, no, America should be a symbol of prosperity and individualism. Yes, I did. I did say automotive. Like automotive. Listen, brother, I don't want to be on a goddamn train if it ain't got a cab that I can put my various accoutrements on.
Which would be, of course, your personal car. So yeah, Elon, call me. I'm open for investment proposals. I'm ready to share in your wealth, and I am ready to receive sponsorship money and interview requests from
rolling coal isn't bad for Dubai, or bad for the environment. Wait, so he has another one?
You might have heard about the